Good day, everyone. This is me, Sir Alexis Osorio, and welcome to Grade 8 Math class. This is in accordance with the revised K-12 curriculum. For this video's learning competency, we have the learners determine measures of central tendency of ungrouped data. Learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, learners must be able to differentiate mean, median, and mode, and determine mean, median, and mode of ungrouped data. To begin with, let's have the definition of measures of central tendency. Measures of central tendency are a single value that attempts to describe a set of data by identifying the central position within that set of data. As such, measures of central tendency are sometimes called measures of central location. The first measure of central tendency is the mean. Mean is the sum of the data values divided by the number of values. This is also referred to as the arithmetic mean. The mean is the balance point of a distribution. The second is known as the median. Median is the number that falls in the middle position once the data has been organized from smallest to largest or largest to smallest. And the last one is the mode. Mode is the value that appears most frequently in the set of data. And another word is also important in our lesson, and that is known as an outlier. An outlier is a value in a dataset that is much higher or lower than most of the other values. It stands out because it doesn't follow the general pattern of the data. After the definition of the measures of central tendency, the mean, median, and mode, let us talk about the importance of the mean, median, and mode. Number 1. Mean or average. It gives a quick summary of the overall level of a dataset. It is useful in comparing groups. Example, average test scores. And it is sensitive to extreme values or outliers, so it shows how values are spread. Example is, if the average score in a class is 85, it gives an idea of how students generally performed. Next is the median, or the middle value. It is useful when data has outliers or is skewed because it's not affected by extreme values. It shows the typical value in a set, especially for income, age, or prices. Example, in income data, the median is often more representative than the mean because a few very high incomes can distort the average. The last one is the mode, or the most frequent value. It is useful for categorical data. Example, most common shoe size or favorite subject. It shows the most popular or frequent observation in a set. Example, in a class survey, if most students choose math as their favorite subject, then math is the mode. In summary, these measures help describe and compare data sets, make decisions based on data trends, and identify typical, average, or common values in a group. Okay, so now let us proceed on how we can find the mean, median, and mode of ungrouped data. Let us start with finding the mean. In finding the mean of ungrouped data, we find the sum of values, or x, divided by the number of values in the dataset represented by small n. We use the formula x bar, or mean, equals the summation of x divided by n, where x bar is the mean, the summation of x is the sum of all values, and n is the number of values in the dataset. How about in finding the median? In finding the median of ungrouped data, we arrange the values of the dataset in either increasing or decreasing order and find the middle score. If there are two middle values, we add those values and divide it by 2. And finding the mode. In finding the mode, select the value that appears most often in the dataset. If two or more values appear the same number of times, then each of the values is a mode. However, if all scores appear the same number of times, then the set of data has no mode. Let us consider this table. We have different types of mode. The first type of mode is unimodal. It means one most frequent value, or it has only one mode. The next type of mode is known as bimodal. It means two equally frequent values. It has two modes. And the next one is known as multimodal. It means more than two frequent values, or it has three or more modes. And the last type of mode is no mode. It means all values occur only once. It has no mode. So that's the measures of central tendency. So don't forget that the measures of central tendency, we have mean, median, and mode, or 3 M's. Don't forget this. Now, let's give example of problems and let's find the mean, median, and mode. Problem number 1. A teacher recorded the math quiz scores of 7 students: 85, 90, 88, 90, 92, 87, 90. Find the mean, median, and mode, then provide an interpretation for each. Let us now get the mean of the given problem. To begin with, the solution, the first thing that we are going to do is to write the formula to get the mean of ungrouped data. The formula is x bar, or mean, is equal to the summation of x, or the sum of all the values, divided by n, or the total number of values. In the given problem, the math quiz scores are 85, 90, 88, 90, 92, 87, and 90. We will get the sum of those math quiz scores. 85 plus 90 plus 88 plus 90 plus 92 plus 87 plus 90 is 622. We need to divide this 622 by 7 because we have 7 math quiz scores. And if we are going to divide 622 by 7, the answer is 88.86. That is why the mean of the math quiz scores of 7 students is 88.86. Let us now get the median of the given problem. To get the median of the given problem, we are going to write first the given values, or the given math quiz scores. We have 85, 90, 88, 90, 92, 87, and 90. To get the median, we need to arrange the given values in either increasing or decreasing order. So for this one, I'm going to use the increasing order. The increasing order of these given values, we have 85, 87, 88, 90, 90, 90, 92. As you can see and you observe, we have 7 values. So meaning to say, the middle value from this set is 90. Basically, the median is 90. And the last one is we are going to find the mode of the given set of values or given math quiz scores. Again, the math quiz scores are 85, 90, 88, 90, 92, 87, 90. To get the mode of ungrouped data, we will just look for the number that appears the most. What number appears the most in the given set of values? As we can see, 90 is 3 times that appears in the given set of data, meaning to say the mode is 90. Since we only have one mode here, we can call this mode as unimodal. We now already know the value of the mean, median, and mode. Let us now interpret. For the mean, our mean is 88.86. It means the average score of all the students. For the median, our median is 90. It is the middle score, the typical performance. And the mode is 90. It means the most common score among students is 90. Let us now proceed to problem number 2. A group of 5 friends recorded the number of books they read over the summer. 4, 7, 6, 4, 9. Find the mean, median, and mode, and give an interpretation for each. Let us now get the mean of the given problem. For the solution, first write the formula to get the mean of ungrouped data. We have x bar is equal to the summation of x over n. In our problem, we have 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9. It is divided by 5 because we have 5 values in the problem. Next is, we will get the sum of all the values. 4 plus 7 plus 6 plus 4 plus 9, it is equal to 30. 30 divided by 5 is 6. Meaning to say, the mean of the given set of values is 6. Next is we will get the median of the given problem. Let us write first all the values. We have 4, 7, 6, 4, 9. We will arrange it in either increasing or decreasing order. So this time, let us arrange this in decreasing order. We have 9, 7, 6, 4, 4. We have 5 values as you can see. Therefore, the middle value is 6. Basically, the median is 6. And finally, let us get the mode of the given set of data. 4, 7, 6, 4, 9. When we are getting the mode, we are going to look for the value that appears the most. In this case, the number that appears the most is 4 because it has 2 times or it appears 2 times in the given set of data. The mode is 4. Since we have one mode in this given set of data, it is unimodal. Let us now interpret the results from the mean, median, and mode. Since the mean is 6, it means the average number of books read by each friend is 6. The median is 6 also. The middle value, and also it is showing a typical reading quantity. The last one is the mode, and the mode is 4. It means 4 is the most frequent number of books read. And that's gonna be all from this video. I hope you learned something, and thank you so much, and see you on my next video. Just keep on learning mathematics because mathematics is challenging and exciting. See you. Goodbye.